Welcome back, guys, to Whiskey Adventure. I'm Matt.
I'm Vincent.
And today's quest is a bottle review. I don't know what I'm talking like that. You gotta change it up every time, the bottle is actually, it's my bottle, but the homie Mark Lantosh helped me get this. This was at a Costco up in Riverside County somewhere. And so this is Found North. This is a single barrel. And this is cast strength whiskey without the E. Distilled in Canada, and this was finished in New American Oak Char-1 and heavy toast with Spanish oak. So I'll go over that in a second, but the grain mash bill is 71 corn, 29 wheat. It's 58.65% ABV. I'm not even going to try to do that math in my head. So the interesting thing about these, this is season 4, by the way. And the interesting thing about these is they got Kelvin barrels to age this distillate in. And what Kelvin does is they don't do like electrical fires or standard like gas fires when they're toasting or not toasting, but when they're trying their barrels. They actually use an actual wood fire to do so. Okay. And so what they did was they took 4 different oaks to do the charring of the barrel that they were aged in. So this one is the Spanish oak. They also did an Amburano one. They did a French oak, and I don't remember the 4th one. Might have been American oak. I really don't remember. Hungarian oak, maybe? I don't know.
I really don't know.
But this was, I believe, $86. And this is cask number 5679, bottle number 35. Bottle number doesn't really matter, but and the recipe is 21-year corn, 20-year corn, 15-year corn, and 8% or 8-year wheat. And again, that is 29% wheat. So this is majorly 15-plus-year-old corn. And I said it on the channel before, but I'll say it again. The way that they do mash bills in blending for Canadian whiskey is they take single grain distillate and they barrel age it, and then they blend the mash bills together at the end, and that's what they call their mash bill. So it's really interesting until you get these. This is pretty low proof for Found North. You know, if you get the batch 11, that's coming in around 129 proof, I think. Okay. And again, this is under 120. It's right around 118, 119. So let's check out the nose here. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, relatively pleasant.
Not super complex, but I'd say it's
not complex, but not offending. I
feel like it's a little bit better than those Old Sports, though. Yeah,
way better than the Old Sports. At least you have a bit more depth.
Yeah. The profile is pretty similar, but the depth is really what's helping it out. Mm-hmm. I hope you guys can't hear that car alarm that's going on in the background. I don't think that's my car, but I'm just going to go check real quick.
It stopped.
Never mind, it's not my car. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's sugary sweetness. Maybe a little bit of like a pie crust.
Okay.
Not like a super flavorful graham cracker pie crust or anything like that, but like the most basic pie crust you can have.
Crust, yeah. That simple doughiness, or
yeah.
I'm trying to think of the word what goes with it.
A little bit of a tinge of grassiness there. That's probably that wheat. But again, not a whole ton on the nose.
No, it's not. It's primarily dominating out that sweetness.
Yeah. Let's check out the palate. Pretty much the same. Mm-hmm. It's relatively sweet. Not a ton going on. I remember it being better than this, to be honest. I'm kind of let down on how it tastes right now. But again, we just did that old Carter blind, and the profiles were very similar to this.
Mm-hmm.
But this is lower proof.
Lower proof, but the flavors kept several levels.
Yeah. I'm getting a little bit of actually getting a little bit of a graham cracker, I think, on the nose now. Not super strong, but a little bit there.
I'm still more of that doughiness that pie crust like.
Maybe a little bit of a leather. Yeah, I think I'm getting a little leather. Medium tan leather. It's got quite a bit of a spicy back end. A little bit of a spicy boy, you know?
Yeah, it does.
Especially considering there's no rye in here.
Mm.
But it's not bad, you know?
It's not bad. It's
For
good.
For the price, I'd say it's worth it.
Yeah.
I would buy this 3 times before I would buy a single bottle of that Old Fort. So
Yeah, definitely.
I would like to try the Amberana not finished, but the Amberana toast one. I heard that one was supposed to be really good, really interesting, because you can still pick up on the cinnamon from the Amberana, even though it was only used to burn the barrel.
It's coming from the guy that does not like Amberana.
Yeah. But hey, we had that Casa Nobles, is that what it's called? In there somewhere. That Rishi picked up on our trip, and that had Amberana finish, and that was insanely good.
Mm-hmm.
Insanely good. Let's add some water to this, though.
Okay.
Maybe that'll do something. I mean, there's some old whiskey in here, so pretty hefty amount of water. Whoa,
Yeah,
that's a lot. A little bit of that toast coming out now, like it's very light, but it's not a light toast. The volume is light, but the level is like, I want to say, if you had a slider between like light toast and medium toast, it's like right there, you know? Let's check out the palate. A little bit more caramel on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a little surprise on that.
Yeah. Quite a bit more caramel, actually. The finish is a little bit longer, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might be liking that more with water.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you on that.
Should we do even more water, see what happens? See what the backbone is?
Why not?
You got quite a bit more than I do, so you're going to get a hefty squirt again.
Fine by me.
Then now it's really died up. Now it smells like Canadian whiskey.
Yeah, it's there. It's got more vanilla on the nose.
Yeah, it's just vanilla, basically. Very simple, but not bad.
Not bad.
At that proof,
Nice.
I'd say it's probably like a $40 to $50 bottle.
Yeah, but that where it's at right there, it's got a really nice spice in the back palate towards the finish.
Well, that's what I was getting when we first added water.
Yeah, I wasn't getting. It wasn't as much on there, but now it feels like it's got more.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I feel like this is appropriately priced. That's hard to say. Wow. Yeah. Try it.
Appropriately priced.
There you go. I'll just have you'll be my pinch hitter or whatever. So you know what I mean. I'll tell you the words and you say them. But yeah, I mean, I feel like for $86,
it's a good solid hitter.
Yeah, it's a good price point. You know, would I pay the regular like $150 that they charge for like their limited releases? No, but that's not what they're charging. I feel like they're aware of that, and so that's why. Granted, it was Costco, so
Yeah.
MSRP on these. I don't know where else you would find these, but MSRP, if I had to guess, based on the Costco price, is probably around 100 to 110.
Yeah, same here.
I wouldn't be upset at 100. I wouldn't be excited, but I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah, I probably won't be as excited. At 100, I'll probably say it's a more of a pass because it's like going, yeah, at that point.
Yeah. But all right. Well, that was Found North Season 4 Spanish Oak. And by the way, I also know that there's some of these with the Spanish Oak that come with a no char on the New American Oak. So we at least got some char.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see more char. I always, I'm not a big like Char-1 guy. I feel like if you're gonna char a barrel, like do it right. Do at least a Char-3, if not a Char-4 alligator char.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna do a light char, I feel like that should be like a finishing barrel when you're doing like a double oaked, because then you're really hitting different notes. But yeah, that's gonna be it. If you guys have any bottles you want us to check out, let us know down in the comments below. I feel like the words are coming out, but I feel like I'm struggling to speak, man. I don't know what it is, but we'll try and get those reviews to you guys as soon as possible. If you guys have any bottles or samples you want to send us, hit us up in our Gmail in the description of this video.
Catch you guys next time.